Hi guys, how are you? Good. Um, Questions, or you just want me to start? Okay. Yeah. Happy to get the result and to advance on. Certainly in this competition, the unique part of the Open Cup is that it's equal opportunity for everybody, amateur and pro status. And when you get teams that you face at this level, you know that you can always have a hard game. We were able to compete today. A lot of changes in the lineup as well. Get some new faces out there and create a little bit more opportunity for our depth in our team. But also at the same time, we reflect back on some lessons learned here and some many opportunities that we created, and how do we put the game away. So we're happy to advance and move on. We focus on our next game in the league, which is Charlotte, and certainly we'll be doing a lot of looking back and reflecting on the game itself, throughout. But overall, some great individual performances and some other things that we still got to continue to work on as a young club.
How did you like what you saw from some of the new faces?
At times, I think, Pat, we created some great chances early on, and I looked up at the clock about 14, 15 minutes in. We could have been, we were unlucky not to be 2-3 nil up. But again, when you don't put those chances away, and some of those players that are creating those opportunities, then you open the door for hope, for the opposition. But yeah, I did like some of the displays from a lot of the guys. For me, it's good to see, a guy like Omar Cummings step up as a leader, that we brought him into the program in the first place, and stick the penalty away, setting the tone right away. I thought it was fantastic.
And getting guys like Ross and Jimmy into the game in the second half there, was that always an option you were going to leave available to yourself, or did that
Yeah.
become necessary?
No, I think it was always an option because, regardless, like I said, you never underestimate any team, any competitive team. I said this back in August when we launched our club that, across the board in the U.S., at every level, the game has improved. The quality is there. And you saw some of the players today, they came out to compete, they came out to fight. And so, always using players that can manage the game for us, come off the bench and make a difference, it was always in the back of my mind. You're always looking for that balance, aren't you? When you want to get the result and you want to advance forward, but you still want to give players a chance to play. And you got to, some of the guys that have been running into the game, been playing 90 minutes quite a bit in the beginning of the league. So you got to make sure that you rest them and be prepared for Charlotte. So it was a lot to manage there.
Were you pleased with Dallas? I mean, is there any potential that Mitch might not play Saturday with his eye?
Oh no, Mitch is our keeper. He's fine. He's good to go. Yeah, I'm pleased with. I'm glad that Dallas got in there. Get some more game experience for him as well. Handling crosses. How to build out of the back. Managing the back four. It's all good. These are all great experiences for these guys to step out in the field.
And then when you have Omar in, do you tend to switch more to a 4-4-2 as opposed to a 4-3-3? Is that just something that comes up? I know that's the starting formation technically.
In regards to today, or just
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general?
I mean, I guess both.
Yeah, we wanted to go with a 4-4-2 tonight. We wanted to give Luke Spencer and Omar Cummings an opportunity to kind of get together and play and create, move off the ball with each other. At times it worked very well, and other times it takes time to get used to each other, in that shape. And then we changed to a 4-3-3 in the last probably 16 minutes just to kind of make sure that we managed the space on the field.
You mentioned not wanting to leave the door open for hope. Was that sort of the message of the team at halftime when you're going into the locker room tied?
The message at halftime was we need to be better. We need to concentrate on what we do best, and that's moving the ball, speed of play, movement off the ball. I don't think we had enough of that in the first half at times. And when you're playing against a team, to be fair, that drops 9 players back behind the ball and tries to be compact and really congest the area, you've got to move the speed of the ball. The ball has to go first, and that's the key thing. And at times we slowed it down, and they got a piece of us here and there. But overall, I mean, at halftime, I was like, we have to continue to go and play our game, not drop the balls in there and play 50-50 soccer. We have to go and play, move the ball a little bit better, and stretch the game out, which we did. We did at times.
How much of it was chemistry too, just having a lineup of guys
Yeah.
that got each other's
It's a
back?
great question, Laurel, because the chemistry and each time as a young club, you want to get more games, more games, more games. For players to understand and trust each other on the field, and that's a great opportunity for us to do that. So it takes time. It is a process, and I think over a period of time they start to communicate more and they talk about it like, yeah, I needed to go there first, or I need to sit and hold for you. So it's all good stuff.
John, another quick goal conceded after one that you guys scored tonight. Is this becoming a thing for the club, and how do you stave off a problem like that?
No, not for me. I mean, it doesn't become a theme. From my perspective, goals are going to be scored whether it be in the first minute, 90th minute, 44th minute. I just think in terms of, the thing you always talk about is are we in the right frame of mind? Are we focused? Are we there? I still think we are at times, and what ends up happening again is like the teams are going to go for broke. When you get scored on, they're not going to sit back and die. They're going to come and fight and chase after you. So, they're dangerous players on their team. They did well to create. Yeah, am I happy with it? No. I mean, we concede a ball, we turn the ball over through midfield, and then we don't respond individually, collectively as a group. But, and things to work on constantly. If you asked me in August, would I be happy to be second in the league right now and advancing the Open Cup? I say absolutely, because many other clubs that started in our position years before, even Louisville, were never at this point. At this point in the season. So, I look at those things and say, God, we're way ahead of where we should be, and we still have a lot of work to go. Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And now, Jimmy McLaughlin.
How are we doing?
Jimmy, how'd it feel to score just 4 minutes after you came in from the sidelines?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I think it was my second touch of the game. It just kind of popped out nicely to me, and it was an easy finish in the corner.
June, that's your third goal in the Open Cup, having scored a couple in past years. What was it like compared to previous seasons? Any kind of difference as far as the feeling? Not sure if it kind of gave you a little bit different home atmosphere here in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, for most of the Open Cups I've played, and I mean, the fans, there hasn't been the same attendance in the games I've played at this stage of the tournament. So I think this was pretty special for us and even the visiting team to have a great crowd here tonight. So it was a little different scoring in front of 3,000, 5,000 people. I'm not sure how many ended up coming, but the good crowd, 8,000? Jeez. The numbers are great then, so it was a lot better scoring in front of that many people than 50 in the stands.
Did you feel a sense of urgency coming in, just with the game time?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we didn't want to let them hang around, and we definitely didn't want to be going to extra time where anything can happen. So we definitely were pushing for the game and pushing for the goal. And, I mean, it was nice to get the goal 4 minutes in, and then we can kind of manage the game after that.
Obviously, you want to do well in the league, but how important is it to have a cup run, maybe to, now Tampa Bay, maybe an MLS team after that if you win?
Yeah, it's a really special tournament, and of course we want to go as far as we can and see what happens. So it's a survive and advance type tournament, so it doesn't really matter how you get the job done. As long as you go to the next round, you're doing your job. So I think we're happy with the result and excited to play Tampa Bay.
If you had to pick one, USL Championship or a Lamar Hunt US Open Cup Championship, which would you rather have?
That's a tough question. I mean, I think our ultimate goal in the beginning of the year is definitely the USL Championship. I think it's where the most consistent team is crowned at the top. But I mean, I think winning the Open Cup would be an unbelievable achievement. I don't know when the last time a USL team won. I think it might have been Rochester, maybe a decade or so again. Yeah. So I mean, they're both things we would love to achieve, and I think we just want to do the best we can in both competitions.
The goal you scored this week was a rebound. It was off of Fleming's header. Last week you scored off your own rebound. Is this tenacity something that is just inherent in you, or is it something that's been drilled into you over the course of your soccer career?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've just always been taught never give up on the play, and I try to put myself in dangerous spots and anticipate what could possibly happen. So, I mean, today I just kind of was trying to play, and the ball just, I put myself in a decent spot where if there was some sort of rebound or something, I could put it away. But I think it's more just never giving up on a play and trying to get in the best spots possible. Good? Thanks, guys.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, dude. What's up?
Omar, how did it feel to get the scoring started with that PK in front of your hometown fans? First Open Cup goal for the team in their history.
That's great. Getting onto the field, starting the game in front of our home crowd, great atmosphere, and just want to get that one in and get us started.
Played the whole 90 today. How's your fitness?
Good. It was good to get that run out. And just a little bit of a blow at the end, but it's something that's needed, and hopefully just add to my fitness and go on from here.
Is there any concern for the forwards having so
Um, Not so much. I think once you keep getting opportunities, that's what you want. And once you eventually put in a few of those away, then you'll be happy, especially when you win games.
You're one of the veterans for the team, so you're going to have a little bit more experience with the Open Cup and things of that nature. How far do you think this team can go in the Open Cup?
The Cup is a run. You just have to put everything in it, and it's a competition where if you do well and you have that kind of energy going forward, then you can make a run and end up anywhere.
Omar, you did open the scoring with that PK today, but for me, your play of the night was there towards the end when you tracked all the way back and broke up a counterattack at the top of the box there. What did you see leading up to that, and how did you have any legs left to get all the way back there and stop that play?
Yeah, well, I definitely see they were breaking out, and it looked like a 2v2. I know that if one guy's pull away, it could be an easy tap in for him because those defenders were a little bit occupied. So just try to get myself in a good position where if you try to make that pass, I was there to intercept it.
You've now played 10 matches, competition-wise, in USL Open Cup. How would you evaluate everything to this point for both you and for the team in its first 10 games?
I still feel like we haven't reached our potential, honestly. I think we have a lot to work on still and a lot to tweak. And it's not like big things, It's just small things, small little movements, a little bit of understanding and closing out games and, starting games a little bit more positive on the front foot, So I think we have some tweaks to get over. And I think once we're there, we look like a very exciting team.
Does it feel like good to be in second place, or do you just keep thinking that you dropped those points to Louisville City and then you're off them?
Yeah, for sure. Every game that we've lost or tied where we feel like we let the team off the hook, a little bit. We felt like we lost those points, and eventually we intend to get those back.